101 poppin' vism, coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines from the air throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account.
Trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. Yeah, kid. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll.
Yeah, great fire.
Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 popovism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money line clicking. Those who do it daily, 101 popovism. Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the
bank account, trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. This is going to be a rapid fire show. Sorry about yesterday. I guess somehow I must have hit the mute button. I don't really have an elaborate setup. I just go live right from YouTube. I just walked in the crib. Long, busy hump day. Hump day! You know what I mean? So let's get right to it. Quick recap. It's a lot of games in the NBA today. I believe 11. 2 games on the slate yesterday. Hold on. Quick recap. 4 games on the slate yesterday. We technically went 3-1, but we really went 2-2. The reason why I'm saying that is I had the Golden State Warriors. They dropped Steph out of the lineup. Spread went from 13.5 to 10.5. I guess he only worth 2. And they end up winning by 11, 114-103. So they did cover the spread, but they didn't cover the 13.5. We had the Lakers. Bad idea in hindsight. Lakers, one of the oldest teams, because of LeBron, is the leader of the team. Anthony Davis get hurt in the first quarter. Something wrong with his abdominal. A lot of ab injuries this year. But we did hit with Atlanta, and obviously we hit with the play of the day, which was the Portland Trail Blazers, and they won outright. I didn't think they was going to win outright, but they did win. So the grand total is we are now 358 and 336 as far as the locks. Not from Yonkers. We won 61 and we won 50. As far as the play of the day, we are now 25 and 14. All right, with that being said, 11 games on the slate. I know y'all thirsty to bet. For those that is tuning in, I appreciate you. One of the rules of my gambling rules is don't rush the bet. I'll be giving out the rules periodically. You might come out with the ebook, who knows. With that being said, first game up, we got the Detroit Pistons out on the road at Indiana. Indiana giving 7. Indiana fresh off flying from Paris, you know what I mean? C'est la vie, bonsoir, you know what I mean? And all that shit. This is going to be the third time we see these two teams play each other. 1-1, think Indiana blew them out, and then the Pistons won by like 5 or 6. So this is going to be the third matchup, if I'm not mistaken. I think Indiana will win, but I think the Pistons cover. You might could say jet lag or, 2 games staying over there in Paris. Now you flying back home. Got to play a division rival team that's lost their last 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. Let me and I don't want to make the video too long, but some things I may have to double check because we are live and I want to give out the right picks, obviously. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the 5th game for Detroit on the road, and for Indiana, they're going to be coming back off of the Paris. But they did play one. They played twice. Indiana killed them 130 to 106, and then they played them again, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is going to be the last and final matchup. The first game, the Pistons lost 109, 115. Then they won. Then they got blown out 130 to 106. Now it's going to be the third game. So The public is on Indiana, especially money line. I think Indiana will win, but I like Detroit to cover with the 7. Next game up, 5-11 mark. We got the Toronto Raptors out on the road at the Washington Wizards. They haven't played this year. Raptors on a 3-game win streak, which is surprising, and we had them the last 2 games. In fact, we had them as a lock the other day. Washington kind of free falling. A long laundry list. When you look at RotoWire, it's actually 5.5, and I'm looking at the CBS Sports app. That's the app that I just like to look at when I'm, going over the games. It's probably not the same on FanDuel or DraftKings or ESPN, Bet, etc. Short, sweet, simple. I like Toronto. I know the spread might be a little bumped up because they have won 3 in a row, but if you go back to their last 6 games, they are 5-1, so they're actually playing phenomenal right now. When you look at Washington, on the other hand, same old, lost to the Mavs, okay team, without, Luka and Kyrie, lost to the Suns, good team, lost to the Clippers, lost to the Lakers, lost to the Kings, lost to the Warriors, lost to the Suns. I mean, it just goes on and on, Erykah Badu. In fact, they are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 game losing streak. Jeez. Even saying that out loud, they due for a win. But I don't think it's tonight. I gotta go with Toronto tonight. Next game up, 6:41. We got the Brooklyn Nets out on the road at Charlotte. Charlotte giving 2.5. I like Brooklyn. I know this is a game that Charlotte should win. No LaMelo Ball, obviously no Brandon Miller, no Josh Green. Brooklyn, on the other hand, no Cameron Johnson, no Cam Thomas. They missing some players as well, but Ben Simmons is going to play. Russell, I was about to say Russell Wilson. Russ going to play. I can't even think of his name right now. And I just like Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn is going to be the more tougher team. And so I'm riding with Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell. That's what I'm thinking of. Russell Wilson from Pittsburgh Steelers. D'Angelo Russell, Ken Johnson, Zay Williams. I think they can outdo Taj Gibson, Mal Bridges, and Josh Okogie. I think they can outdo them. Plus, you're getting 2 points. So as long as they lose by 1, I think they can win the game outright. So I'm rolling with Brooklyn in this one. Brooklyn Zoo. Next game up, 7:51. We got Chicago Bulls out on the road at Boston Celtics getting 14. I think Boston gonna bounce back and win. Obviously, they lost the last game. Who they lost to? Oh, they lost to Houston. We have a problem. Jason Tatum, rather, game time decision. He might play, he might not. Give him 14. I think he's definitely gonna play. We've seen these two teams match up as well. Chicago won by 9, Boston won by 9, then Boston won by 25, 123 to 98. Obviously, Boston is the better team. No Zach LaVine tonight. In all 3 games, Zach LaVine had double digits, so that is something to look at. I'm not betting on this game, as I tell y'all before, although I'm running through all the games and giving y'all my expertise, and put that in parentheses, expertise, because I'm not a professional. I don't bet on all of the games. That's why I give out the locks, and that's why I give out the play of the day starting on December 19th. So every game is not for you to bet on. I'm not going to bet on this game, but if I had to give a lean or a side, I'm going to take the Chicago Bulls. Next game up, 9-11. We got Cleveland out on the road at Miami. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland is given 7. Some of y'all might see 6.5. No Darius Garland, no Jimmy Butler. Obviously, you out of here. Do you ever think about when you out of here, your record deal, video out of here, your Mercedes Benz, and your days in the Miami Vice out of here? I'm being funny, but I'm not. We see these two teams play already. Miami got a victory. Cleveland got a victory, if I'm not mistaken. Or hold on, let me fact check that real quick. I did do studying, so I'm not just throwing out shit. Before I jumped on live, I did do my due diligence. I think Cleveland beat them though, or maybe that is one of the one of the Cleveland losses though. Let me check. I don't remember everything, so let me just check real quick. Don't look like they played this year. Don't look like they played this year. Miami, yeah, don't look like they. Oh, yes, they did. Cleveland did lose to Miami, and they lost 122-113. Yo, yo, hello, hello. All right, I got you. I got you. Yeah, I got you. All right. So the Heat did beat them. I'm going with Cleveland in this one. I'm going with Cleveland to get some get back. They coming off the 3-game losing streak. They are the better team. Miami has been playing a little better, but I can't take Miami at home. I'm going to go with Cleveland. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. I know I got to say that. Next game up, 11-10. We got the Denver Nuggets on the road at my New York Knicks. And y'all know what I'm about to do. It's New York in the house. It's Brooklyn in the house. Uptown in the house. Like, Shallon, are you in the house? Rest in peace, ODB and Wu-Tang. Love the kids. My New York Knicks beat up on the Denver Nuggets out in Denver, at Denver, which they never really lose. 145 to like whatever it was. Like they Hulk smashed them, and he looked at the Hulk, smash, and then Hulk smashed it. Coming off that big victory over who the Knicks just finished beating up. Oh, on JaY Morant, and then they shut him down, shut him down. This one here, the spread I can understand why. Knicks are at home. They are coming off beating a good team in the West. They are on a 4 or 5 game win streak, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They beat the Hawks, Brooklyn, Kings, and the Grizzlies. Last time they lost was to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think the Knicks lose tonight. Y'all know I'm not JaY, who I tag in my videos. Shout outs to JaY though, pick dogs in them, right? Salute to those brothers over there. But we don't just take our team just to be taking them. We don't bet with our heart because we trying to win some money. Tonight, I think the Knicks lose. I think the Joker and them come in and they get their revenge. That's the story I'm sticking to, and that's what I'm going with. As far as the public, 50%, 50% minus the 3 or plus the 3. Money line, though, 77% is on the Knicks, and that gives me cause for pause. Plus, I just don't think they're going to beat the Denver Nuggets twice. Not in 1 year. I just don't see it. So I'm rolling with Denver. Next game up, 13:05. We got Sacramento Kings out on the road at Philly. Philly getting 8. Philly on a 3-game win streak now. Looking good. We should have took them yesterday instead of them bum-ass Lakers. Overrated and overvalued, right, Jay? Beat the Lakers by 14, beat the Bulls by 12, double digits, and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers by 3, 132-129. So they are playing better. They are showing life. On the back-to-back, they are at home. I was leaning towards Philly because they getting 8 points, and Sacramento was not a really great cover team. But this is also one of the process of elimination, or how I handicap the game. And again, I don't want to make this video mad long, but not only do I look at did the teams play each other, win streak, obviously who's in, who's not in, but I also look at from 1 week back. So how many games has these teams played within 1 week? And when you look at Philly, today is Wednesday, so you have to go back to Tuesday. So they played Tuesday, they played Friday, then they played Saturday, so that's 1 back-to-back. Now they played yesterday and they playing today, so that's going to be 2 back-to-backs since Friday. That's a lot of games. Even though in hindsight you say Wednesday, it's still 4 games, but it's really only 2 games rest in between. On the other side, Sacramento, since last Wednesday, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be their 5th game. No back-to-backs, though. They played Wednesday. Well, yes, they did. They played the Golden State Warriors on Wednesday. Then they played the Nuggets on Thursday. I'm going to take Sacramento. I think they're the better team. When these teams did play in Sacramento, Sacramento won by 6, 113 to 107. Paul George played in that game. Kelly Oubre, etc. Martin played. DeAndre Drummond played. They're not going to be there tonight. On the back-to-back, I don't really see it. I think the spread is like that for a reason. I'm going with Sacramento. Next game up, 15-26. We got the LA Clippers. Hold on, 15-26. Got the LA Clippers out on the road at the Spurs. And the same rules apply for Indiana. Spurs, Victor Wembanyama went back to his hometown, got the first victory. Side note, we know what I mean. We knew what it was. Second game, Indiana came out, spanked their ass. Now they back home. Clippers coming off a loss to the Phoenix Suns. I think they come back in this game and win. Also, these two teams played 2 times already. It's 1-1. The game the Spurs won, Clippers was on the back-to-back. They had played the New Orleans Pelicans. That game was tougher than expected. Then the very next day, they had to play the Spurs, a young spry team. I think Victor had 37. Kawhi didn't play in neither of those games. He will be playing tonight. I like the LA Clippers. Next, yeah, kid. Oh, you saying money line? I don't know about money line, Rod. But that's not the play of the day though. But I do like them strong. Next game up, 16-14. We got. I'm just putting the timestamps for people that catch the game afterwards. We got the Dallas Mavericks -1 at the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans free falling. Dallas starting to show some life. This is going to be the third matchup. One game, Luka and Kyrie didn't play. Skywalker, you could come through. I'll probably be done in like 10 minutes. I'm still live. All right, I'll see you in a minute. That's why I say we live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic over here. We are who we say we are. We wasn't, then we wouldn't say we was. Dallas Mavericks -1. Everything is saying take Dallas. Like, you know what I mean? The last game, Kyrie didn't play, but Zion didn't play. So those are the two players that's going to play in this game. Kyrie is back. Zion is back. But this is also what I do when I'm handicapping the game. I look at the matchups. I look at RotoWire, and I click on a player from New Orleans. I say, oh, C.J. McCollum, he averaged 22. Oh, he averaged this. And then I look at who's winning the point battle out of the starters. Sometimes if I'm not being lazy, I go to the bench and see who averaged more. Like, I do all that when I'm handicapping. But as far as the starting 5, who's going to be playing today, the Pelicans average more than the Dallas Mavericks. I know they just won 119, 116 at the Pelicans. I'm rolling with Pelicans. I think they can win tonight. I'm not really gassed off Kyrie and them beating. Who the hell they beat? They beat somebody and they blew them out the last game. I'm not really gassed off that. Next game, 18-27. We got the LA. Did I do that game already? Got the Phoenix Suns out on the road. No, Phoenix Suns not on the road. They home playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. My bad, y'all. Minnesota giving 1. We've seen this game already. Kevin Durant in the 1. Kevin Durant didn't play. Neither did Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? So that gave me pause for cause. I think Minnesota won by 2 or 3. Let me just go and look real quick. I know I'm speeding because I got to get out of here. Timberwolves. Let's see. I know they played them. I think they played them last month. Just want to be accurate. All right, boom. So the Suns lost to the Timberwolves, and the reason why Bradley Beal didn't play, Kevin Durant didn't play. Kevin Durant might not play tonight, but Bradley Beal didn't play. He is a big factor. Booker had 44 when I looked at it, and they still only lost by 3. Tonight, I really don't want to go with the Suns because I hate them. I don't think they're really a rough, tough team. I think they're kind of on the soft side, whereas the Timberwolves, they're really kind of rough. They play good defense. And I think Phoenix wins tonight. It's not one of my favorite games, but I do think they win. Last game of the night before we get to the locks, 19. Let's make it the 20 mark. 20 mark for the people tuning in. Last game of the night, we got the Golden State Warriors at home getting 9.5 from OKC. I ain't gonna lie, this is not a favorite game. This was kind of tough to handicap. They played twice already. Golden State won 127 to 116. They did have Kuminga. They did have Draymond. They did have Pozinski or whatever the fuck his name is. OKC had all eight players as well. Then the second time, they didn't have home check. OKC only won by 4. Both games was in was in Golden State. So 1-1, I mean, but now you get 9.5. I get it. They played yesterday. They played Utah. Steph gonna play today. Hollistein is back. I think it's gonna be his first game. I'm gonna roll with OKC, the younger team, the fresher team. I think they get revenge for losing. You know what I mean? The last game. No, actually they won the last game. Golden State won the first game and then they won by 4. But I think they can win again. Golden State with the in and out players. No Moody, no Kuminga, no Draymond Green. I think OKC could come in and win. All right, guys, let's get to the locks. Let's get to the locks. Let's get to the locks. But y'all know how we do. Theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Football grade, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those.
Here we go, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner. Chicken dinners. It's 11 games on the slate. We're gonna give out 4 locks. We're going to give out 3 locks and 1 play today. Here go the locks. We're going with the LA Clippers. We're going with Cleveland. We're going with Brooklyn. I know that's like a shaky one because that's like a bum game, but I honestly think Brooklyn going to win today. And the play of the day is the Denver Nuggets going against my New York Knicks. I think they're going to win outright. I will take them on the money line, but I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to take the 3 points. Told you I'm not a homer over here. I bet who I think will win, especially with my money. Because that's your money, son. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know what you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, I appreciate your support. I appreciate the comments. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today, guys.